The thing that I've been waiting for to turn this van into a world's first build has arrived. But before we get into that, I've been working massively behind the scenes to get this van ready. From wiring to welding to painting. The van is yet to still go on all fours, but that should be happening very soon. But before we do that, I've got the interior to put back together. Now the interior on this is in pieces, as you can see. We've previously done the door cards in a separate video, and we're going to be putting the rest of the interior back. This is going to be a track spec build, so it's going to be very limited. I've got a lot of trim pieces to put back. These trim pieces, along with the dashboard, have been sprayed. The dashboard does need a wipe and a bit of a clean down, which is what I'm going to do first. She's in. So now that the dash is in, I've gone ahead and added the extra buttons, the hazard button, the clocks, the sun visor for the clocks, the like little storage areas, the vents. I've not yet added the steering wheel because we've got a little bit of an issue with that. The Nardi steering wheel doesn't line up with the hub that I've got, so I've got a quick release that is also a conversion. The issue what we want to focus on now is the seats. The seats that I've got, just some extra large bucket seats. Nice brown centre, standard, nothing fancy because the outside's going to be fancy. But I want to run the driver's seat on a slider, but we've got to modify the slider. This is the original position that it should be in from a Clio, and yet this staggered. So what I'm going to do is cut this down the centre again, which I've already done and re-welded to reduce it in width to suit my car, and I'm going to make sure these are square so they bolt straight to the bucket seats, and then we can bolt this onto a build-up that I'm going to have to make. So the idea with this is simple really. Bucket seat with its mounts on, the slider, and let's make it fit. This is the final product. The slider is on and welded. So it's not the best welds in the world, but she'll do. It's just a little bar that I can pull up and it'll allow me to move the seat backwards and forwards. It's just those little details that make the difference when you're building a forever car. Get out the way, get out the way. Oh dear, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, fuck. I need a bigger space, fuck me. That is way too low. Steering wheel is head height. Yeah, we're gonna have to fuck around with that box section. Let's get to it and mock something up. This is the position of the seat height. As you can see, it's ideal. The height that it's gonna be set up at. Still got plenty of room to send it back a little bit. I'm gonna mock a little frame up now, and yeah, that's gonna be about it. So this is the method in my madness. Obviously, we've seen that, we've done the bar. I needed 3 inches to raise it up to get it into a position where it was a good driving position. Now this is the bar that you pull up. And now I've got a movable seat back and forth, which is f***ing mint. That's the method in the madness. But I need to do, well, another 2 of these. Well, another 1 of these so I can weld it to the back, and then I can get this bolted in and test it out. So I want to get that done today. Like I said, the passenger side ain't going to be much of an issue because I don't need to put a slider on it, but the welds aren't the best, but they're strong, which is what we want. So like I said, thank you very much to Tech. It would not be possible without them supplying me with all the safety gear and the welder to produce these welds. I think this takes the cake for the most over-engineered seat bracket in all of the world. So let's talk you through it. These two obviously been made up to make the 5-6 inches what normal Renault seats fit. This bar is a slider for in and out. These cuts, well, like I said, it's all braced up there just so I can get a bolt in to the seats. It's welded onto the rails. The rails are detachable from the rails off the bucket. I'll set you up and then we can get that seat in and we can show it working, sliding back and forth, which is exactly what we want. I'm hoping that the seat fits pretty central to the steering wheel, because on a lot of Renaults for some reason, when the seat is sat central to the tunnel and the door, the steering wheel's off to the left slightly. So I sort of made it my mission on this one to get my seat sitting central with the wheel. So this is loosely bolted in. It's bolted in enough where it's tight enough that it won't fall. But oh yeah, baby. Let's push this. Watch the rail. Watch the rail. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. Got that wheel. Now that. Oh mate, I'm central as well. Thank for that. Oh, mate, it goes back quite far. I mean, yeah, pretty chuffed with that. I think the wheel's a bit far away. I like to be. So I think with the Nardi wheel, I think it's a deep addition this, but with the quick release as well, might even be too close with a quick release. I could do with it just another few inches out. But yeah, other than that, absolutely chuffed to bits with that. It's the rail aspect of it, that's what I'm here for, ladies and gents. But yeah, one of the bolts in the back doesn't quite align up. I think I've welded it. I think I've welded the bracket in the wrong place. It's only like a few mil off, but obviously because I've done the holes, obviously I've oversized them a little bit for the bolt, but not too much. Yeah, I might just have to cut that and pull it back and re-weld it a little bit. But other than that, she's golden. Let's have a look from the outside. Oh yeah, baby, that looks sexual. On to the next. So that is the final look. As I previously explained, the seats normally sit off to the left in Renaults for some reason. It's annoying. But I've centred this seat to the wheel, meaning that it's pushed this seat across, but I've managed to get it so it doesn't clash with the window and it doesn't clash with the driver's seat when I'm moving it back and forward. This seat is fixed in. It is fixed in to my custom rails down there that are tacked but just need a final weld. This was the final piece of the puzzle of getting the interior pretty much finished off. There's little niggles here and there that need sorting, but this was my main focus on getting the brackets mocked up and fitted and making sure that these seats fit. Hoping to go and pick some parts up this weekend to get the van on all fours, and then once that has happened and it is on all fours, we can introduce the next stage. Like I said, I'm super excited about this. I can't really reveal any more, but it is going to be a world's first. Hope for the bucket seats and the track spec sort of gives you an inkling to what it is. But yeah, you'll find out hopefully. Not in the next video, because that will be on all fours, but the video after that. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much to all the new faces that are now here. The YouTube channel's growing, and yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys, because even though it is still a small channel, the support that I've been receiving is unreal. So I just want to say thanks for that. I shall see you in the next one.